Okay, so this is a question that is Michael, an Australian citizen, visits India for 100 days in every financial year in the past 10 years. Find out his residential status for the year for the assessment year 2021. So what it says that every financial year is nothing but it is previous year. The year in which he earns the income is called as previous year, and previous year is nothing but financial year. So in the past 10 previous year, he visits in India for 100 days. Okay, you are clear in this? Every year he visits India for 100 days. What is that 100 visits? Which means he stays in India. Okay, he stays in India. So now we have to compute to find out his residential status. What and all we have to stay? We have to see the stay in India. How many days he stayed in India? Then once after finding out the stay, next we can see that whether he is satisfying the condition or not, whether he is satisfying the basic condition, whether he is satisfying the additional condition, that we can see here. Okay, so now, so what is the previous year, Imran, for the assessment year 2021?
2019 and 2020.
2019-20. So this is the first year, and the second year is we need, because he stays in India for past 10 years, right? So we'll write down what are the previous 10 years. So next second previous year is
2018 to 2019.
Okay. Third,
2017 to 2018.
Okay. And fourth,
2017 to 2016 to 2017.
Fifth,
2015 to 2016.
Okay.
2014 to 2015. 2013 to 2014.
Okay.
2012 to 2013.
Okay. Okay.
2011 to 2012.
11 to 12.
2010 to 2011.
Okay, very good. So these are the 10 previous years. So in this year, we have to see that how many days he satisfies. Okay, how many days he stays in India. He says that he stays in India for 100 days every financial year. That is past 10 years. So we can mention, right, 100 days here. So now we have to see the conditions. So what is the condition says that first we will go with the basic condition. So basic condition under section 6 subsection 1. What it says that assessee should satisfy two conditions. That is in the previous year 182 days or more during previous year. Okay. And the second condition what it is 60 days or more during previous year and 365 days out of how much? Four preceding years. Okay. Okay. Now in this case, what is the preceding year starts? The preceding year starts from 2018-19. Not only in this case, in all your problems for this assessment year, the preceding previous year starts from 2018-19. Am I clear? Okay. So first we'll see that whether he satisfies the first condition. So what is the first condition says? So first basic condition says that he should stay in India for 182 days or more during previous year. So what is the previous year? Previous year is 2019-20. How many days is?
Only 100 days, sir.
100 days. So which means he is not satisfying. Not satisfying. Correct. Next, second basic condition, what it says? 60 days or more during previous year. So previous year, how many days he stays?
100.
100. So which means he stayed. So he stayed. Second condition, a part he is satisfying. And the second part, what it says? 365 days out of 4 preceding previous years. So preceding previous year starts from 2018, correct? And 2017-18 and 2016-17 and 2015-16. So these are the 4 preceding previous years. So in this 4 years, how many days he stayed?
365.
How many days he stayed? 100. 400 days. 400, so which means 400. He stayed more than 365 days. Right. So which means he satisfies the first basic condition. Correct? So second basic condition. So he satisfies the first basic condition. So if assessee satisfy any one basic condition, you can confirm, you can sure that he is a resident. Okay, he is a resident. If he satisfy any one basic condition, he'll be, you can fix it that he is a resident. Okay. Okay. So here he satisfies the first basic condition. So he is a resident. Next, what we have to see once after this, next we have to see whether he is a ordinary resident or not ordinary resident. So for this, what all the conditions we have to see? We have to check he is whether he is satisfying the additional conditions. If he satisfy both the additional conditions, then he will be called as a ordinary resident. And if he satisfy both the none of the additional conditions or any one also, he will be called as a not ordinary resident. So we have to additional condition under section 6, subsection 6. He should be a resident in 2 years out of 10 preceding previous year. So next additional condition, what it says, he should be stayed 735 days out of how many years? 7 preceding previous year. You are clear with this? Till this you are clear, right? Okay. Now we have to see that whether he is satisfying the first additional condition. Then only we can move to the second additional condition. Correct? So first additional condition, we have to see whether he is satisfying. So what is the first additional case condition? Says that he should be a resident resident in 2 years out of 10 preceding previous year. So 10 preceding previous year starts from 2018 to 2009-10. So within this gap, he should be a resident for at least for 2 years. At least for 2 years. It's enough. If we find out that, it's enough. No need of going for further also. If 2 years is satisfied, that's fine. Okay. So now we have to see from this preceding year. So we have to see whether he was a resident for 2018. This is a preceding previous year starts date, right? Yes or no? You are clear in this? So when you are calculating his residential status in the year 2018-19, then the previous year will be 2017-18 for the 2018-19. Am I clear in first additional condition? What it says, that is 2 out of 10 preceding previous year. Out of this 10 preceding previous year, you should be called as a resident. So which means every year in the 2018-19 starts from 2018-19 to till 2009-10, we have to see every year whether he was a resident or not. Correct? To find out a resident, whether an assessee is a resident or not, what he has to be, he has to satisfy any one basic condition, it's enough. Any one basic condition, it's enough. Then he will be called as a resident. So every year from starting from 2018-19 to 2009-10, we will be seeing whether he was a resident. So when you are calculating for 2018-19, that time 2019 will become assessment year for that calculation alone. For that calculation alone. So for 2019-18 is assessment year, means for that which will be the previous year 2017-18. So now we have to find out. So to find out the residential status, we have to see whether he is a resident. We have to see the basic condition. What is the basic condition says? Basic condition. There are two basic conditions we have. That is, in the previous year, he should stayed more than 182 days. Whether he is staying in all the preceding year, whether he is staying 182 days, no. So which means we can't check that first basic condition. Only option is second basic condition only we can check in all the cases. Correct? So here, second basic condition, what it says, that is 60 days or more during previous year. In the previous year, how many days he is staying? 100 days, right? Which is more than 60 days. So he is satisfying a part of second basic condition. And what is the second part says? That is 365 days or more during preceding previous year. So for 2018-19, if 2017-18 is a previous year, means what will be the preceding year? So preceding year will start from 2016-17 for 2018-19. So in this 4 years category, how many days he stays? 400 days. So which means he is satisfying the second basic condition. So you can consider him as a resident. You can tell him he has a resident because he satisfies the second basic condition. Any one basic condition, it's enough to consider a assessee as a resident. To consider assessee as a resident. Okay. So next is for 2017-18, we have to see whether he was a resident. So when you are checking a residential status for 2017-18, then this year will become the assessment year for that. And next for that assessment year, which will be the previous year 2016-17. So we have to see whether he is called as a resident or not. Okay, so for that, what is this rule? Same rule. Whether first condition we have to see whether first basic condition under section 6 subsection 1, we have to see whether he is satisfying the first basic condition. Is he satisfying the first basic condition in the previous year? No. How many days he is staying? Only 100 days. So which means he is not satisfying the first basic condition. So next is we have to say second basic condition. So what is the second basic condition? Says 60 days or more. So how many days he stays? He stays 100. So which is more than 60 days. So which means he satisfies the as a part of second basic condition. Okay, and what is the second part of basic condition? So it says that in the preceding previous year he should be stayed more than 365 days. So for the assessment year 2017-18, which will be the preceding previous year? So preceding previous year will be 2015-16 to 2012-13. So in these 4 years, how many days he is satisfied? We have to see. How many days he stayed? That is 400 days. So which is more than 365 days. So which means he is satisfied here. So which means he will be called as a resident in the year 2017-18. So which means here only you came to know whether he satisfied the first additional condition. No need of going for further. So he satisfies the first condition. First additional condition is satisfied. So next additional condition, what it says, 735 days out of 7 preceding previous year. So come back to the problem. So for the assessment year, we have to find out the second additional condition, that is 735 days out of 7 preceding previous year. So what is the 7 preceding previous year? Starts 2018 to 19. 2018-19. From that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this year till 2012-13, how many days he stayed? He stayed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he stayed for 700 days. So is he satisfying the second additional condition? He is not satisfying. Okay, he is not satisfying. So in this case, how many what are the condition he satisfied? He satisfies the first basic condition. Sorry, he satisfies the second basic condition and he satisfies the additional one condition. So he will be called as what? If a assessee satisfies any one of the basic condition, and if he doesn't satisfy if he satisfy any one or none, he will be called as a resident, but not ordinary resident. Very good. So solution is you can write this basic condition separately. Okay, whether he is satisfying or not, you can tell here like this: conditions to be satisfied. Okay, so once again I'll explain the first problem. Just see. So first problem, what it says that first condition, what is the first basic condition? It says whether he is satisfying the first condition. It should be 182 days out of 182 days or more during previous year. So in the previous year, how many days he stayed? In the previous year 1920, how many days he stayed? 100 days only. So is he satisfying the first basic condition?
No, sir.
No, which means no. Second basic condition, what it says, that is 60 days or more. So in the previous year, how many days he stayed? 100, right?
100. Yes, sir.
So which is more than 60 days. So a part of first basic condition is satisfied. And the second part, what it says, 365 days out of 4 preceding previous year. So preceding previous year starts from 2018-19, 2017-18, 2016-17, 2015-16. So in this preceding 4 years, how many days he stayed? We have to see that. As per our question, he stayed for 100 days, all the 4 years, correct? So total of this is how much? 400 days. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 400 days. So out of 4 preceding previous year, he stayed for 400. So which means he is satisfying the second part of additional condition. So which means he satisfies the second basic condition. He satisfies the second basic condition. You are clear in this?
Yes, sir.
You are clear in this? Okay. And the second and the additional condition, what it says, he should be a resident. He should be a resident. He should be a resident. He should be a resident in 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years. So for that only we have done a calculation here. So we found out that in the beginning only, in the year 2018-19 and 2019-20, he was a resident. So how a person will be called as a resident? If he satisfy any one of the basic condition, it's enough. So which means every year, every preceding previous year, we have to go and check. So when you are calculating for that preceding previous year, that time it will become assessment year. That preceding previous year will become assessment year, and the carry forward year will become the previous year. It goes like that. Okay. So we have to see any one he is satisfying. So he is satisfied one of the basic conditions. So he is called resident in 2018-19, and he is satisfied the any one of the basic conditions. So he is satisfied. So as per our criteria for the basic condition, first basic condition, he satisfied here. Okay. So first additional condition is satisfied, and the second additional condition, what it says, that is he should stay for 730 days or more during 7 preceding previous year. So 7 preceding previous year is what? From 2018, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in this year, till year, how many days he stayed? He stayed for 700 days. That's all. Correct? Yes or no? He stayed only for 700 days. So which means he is not satisfying the second additional condition. Okay, he is not satisfying the second additional condition. So if a assessee doesn't satisfy, if assessee satisfies any one basic condition and satisfy any one or none, in this case what it is doing is satisfying only one and he is not satisfying the second. So which means he will be called as a resident. He'll be called as a resident, but not ordinary resident. So in this case, he didn't satisfy any of these conditions. He satisfied only this condition. For this category only he is satisfied. So he is called as a non-ordinary resident. So you can write a conclusion that Mr. Michael is a resident, but not ordinary resident, since he satisfies one basic condition and one additional condition. For the assessment year 2020-21.